Ten.
Start my Tick Studio.
7, 6.
Start my camera 1, mics 1 and 2.
3, 2, 1.
Tick Studio.
Good afternoon, MCHS, and welcome to another episode of MCTV News. I'm your host, Jasmine King.
And I'm Daniel Foley. On today's show, we'll be showcasing a piece on what to do when your friends cancel on you, a story on what MCHS students did during their spring break, and what my co-host probably should have been doing on hers. But first, our top story.
Due to its abbreviation, 3.14, March 14th has unofficially become known as Pie Day. To celebrate the day, MCHS staff volunteered their face to be smothered in whipped cream pies, all in the name of charity. My co-host Dan Foley brings us this story.
At MCHS Pie Day, students got their revenge on teachers and staff. While some were targeted more than others, MCHS students made sure none were safe.
Pie Day was a fundraiser for the Build a School campaign, where students came up and basically paid $3, $2, or $1 by the end to put a pie in my face and other teachers' faces. So it was a good fundraising event.
We had a few of the staff sit on the drama stage and receive pie plates full of whipped cream in their faces. So the money for this event went to the school project, building a school in the Philippines.
Who do you think would get pie in their face the most?
I think definitely Mr. Eistetter.
Oh, Mr. Eistetter by far. He got it the worst, and deservingly so. But anyways, he was the one also who was getting the rest of us, so whatever kid got up there to give it to him, I was very happy to see. Well, it's edible oil or something like that, whipped cream, and it's quite disgusting. Burns your eyes and goes up your nose, in your ears. I think my eyes were cloudy for the next 3 or 4 hours because it just burns and burns. And then, like I said, your hair is completely greasy, washed about 3 or 4 times to get it out. But all in all, a good day.
From all of us at MCTV News, I'm Daniel Foley reporting.
Welcome back. When you watch this news broadcast every week, there are many people who are responsible behind the scenes, not just to air the show, but to prepare the pieces that you see on it. One of the most important aspects of any video is its visual aspect, lighting, composition, etc. In other words, how does it present itself to the audience? I'm joined by someone who knows this all too well. Jeff Stickle is the supervising photographer at Global News Edmonton and has almost 40 years of experience in the industry. He's here to talk about what makes this career so rewarding. Thanks for being here.
No problem, Jasmine.
So, what got you interested in video and photography?
Oh, I think because it's a creative process. So it's like every news story we do is kind of like making a little movie, and I get to control the sound and the lighting and the directing and everything. So I think that's what I like about it a lot.
So, how did you get your start at Global?
I started as a film production assistant doing commercials, and I thought I wanted to be a cinematographer, and they said the best way to get experience was to go into news because you have to do everything yourself. And so I went into the news department as a cameraman, and I've been there ever since because I like it so much.
For news reports, sometimes I have trouble getting some good B-roll. So what is your advice for getting those good shots?
Well, the thing is, too, I think a lot of times anticipation, if there's some action going on around you, try and think ahead as to what might happen so that you're prepared for it when it does. And I think because in today's digital age, you can shoot a lot of stuff and not have to worry about putting it in, and it's better to have more than less. Mm-hmm. So there's in digital, it just makes it way easier.
Yeah. So what is some of your most memorable moments?
Well, I've got to travel a little bit in my career. I've been to Europe doing features with European NHL hockey players, and another time I went with former weatherman Bill Matheson. I worked with him in Paris. He was receiving an award in Paris, and went and followed him around for a week. That was fun. I've flown a Hercules aircraft. I've driven a city bus. Sometimes you get to do some pretty cool things.
Mm. So if you could go into the past and give any advice to yourself, what would it be?
To myself? That's a good question. There's lots of life lessons that I'd like to do over again, but as far as a career goes, I don't think I would do anything differently. I really like working in news and with the people that I work with, and you have to be a people person, and I love interacting with and meeting new people every day, and with this job you get to do that.
Well, thanks again, Jeff, for joining us in the studio today.
You're welcome.
Coming up after the break, I'll update you on all the temperatures from across the country, complete with a look at Morinville's 7-day forecast.
Having trouble with your homework, Andrew? Well, you need the Easy Pad.
That was easy.
Use the Easy Pad when you're late for class.
That was easy.
Or to get out of a tight jam.
Andrew, which
That was easy.
The Easy Pad, now available in the teacher version.
That was easy.
The Easy Pad, how easy is it?
That was easy.
Okay, back in 30 seconds, guys. Director, do you need anything else?
OMG. Harry Styles and Ariana Grande? Perfect.
Hey, Director, what camera are we taking?
Camera? Mine, of course. Hashtag selfie.
Is the lighting okay, Mr. B?
From this angle? Perfect.
Did I spell the host's name right?
Oh my god, guys, I can't even.
Are you feeling alright?
Oh my god, look at this juicy text Christine texted me.
Hey, Mr. B, here's a snack from the snack shack.
What's that?
You get a little Valley Girl when you're hungry. Better?
Better. Stand by camera 2, mics 2 and 3.
Bonjour. Bienvenue à MCTV. Je suis Kent Lassard.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snack Shack satisfies.
CHS, let's take a look at our national forecast for today. So in St. John's, it's 2 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud. Halifax is some rain and sun, 9 degrees. Montreal, we have some rain and 9 degrees. Toronto, cloudy, 7 degrees. And Winnipeg, it's snowing with 0 degrees. Regina, it's some rain and sun, 8 degrees. Vancouver, we have sun, 18 degrees, pretty hot there. Whitehorse, we have some snow and rain, 8 degrees. Yellowknife, minus 19, pretty cold. And Iqaluit, -1 with some sun and cloud. Let's look at our Alberta forecast. So in Medicine Hat, it's 18 degrees, pretty hot there. We have some sun with some cloud. Calgary, 17, all hot throughout the province. Banff, 16 degrees, sun and cloud. Mostly, a lot of places, sun and cloud for this today. Grand Prairie's 14 degrees. Jasper, 17 degrees. Edmonton, 15 with some sun. Fort McMurray, they have they have cold, snow, sun. And high levels, 4 degrees with some snow and cloud. So let's take a look at our current conditions. So it's currently 7 degrees with some sun. The wind today was northwest with 11 kilometers per hour. The relative humidity was 45%. The sunrise was at 6:53 and sunset was at 8:20. So let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Looking pretty good throughout the week. Hot tomorrow, so we'll have a nice day then, but then it looks like it will get better. Back to you, Dan.
Thanks, Jasmine. Have you ever been thrown... Thanks, Jasmine. Have you been thrown to the ditch by so-called friends, being left to drown in your own tears? Next, Skylar Lomalar shows us our possibly unhealthy ways of coping with these feelings you keep deep down inside. Welcome back. Here's what's happening in the world of sports. Last night in the NHL, the Oilers played their final game in Rexall Place against the Vancouver Canucks, having our own Connor McDavid and Taylor Hall both recording a goal and 2 assists, giving the Oilers the final score of 6-2, bringing home the game. The Columbus Blue Jackets take a win off the Toronto Maple Leafs 5-1, with Brandon Dubinsky scoring 2 goals. Detroit Red Wings ended the game against Philadelphia Flyers with a 3-goal shutout, having Jimmy Howard making 30 saves. Turning to the NBA, without LeBron James, the Cleveland Cavaliers' 4-game win streak was snapped by the Indianapolis Pacers, with Paul George netting 29 points, winning the game 123-109. The Portland Trailblazers' Al-Farouq Aminu scored 27 points, clinching the game and winning them a postseason berth against the Oklahoma Thunders 120-115. With the score of 88-86, J.J. Barrie tallied 27 points to help the Dallas Mavericks win their spot for one of the 2 playoff spots in the Left Western Conference against the Houston Rockets. And now looking at the MLB, Toronto's Blue Jays lost their 4th game in the series, even with Josh Donaldson hitting 2 home runs before leaving the game due to a strained calf in the 7th inning against the Tampa Bay Rays, 5-3. New York Yankees crushed the Houston Astros with a score of 16 runs to 6, with Sterling Carlos going 4 for 5 scoring, 5 RBIs. The Colorado Rockies' Trevor Story became the first player since 1900 to hit 4 home runs in the first 3 career games, bringing home a score of 4 runs to 3 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Turning to MCHS sports, our cheer team ends its competition season this weekend as they head to provincials at Victoria School of the Arts in Edmonton. Good luck to the coach Mantika and the girls. Coming up next, while stuff has melted, the sun is out, and there's only one more scheduled snowfall in Alberta. Must be spring break in Morinville. Coming back earlier this week, students have come up with some crazy and not so crazy stories to share with us about their time off. Stephen Hoffman brings us this report.
Spring break. Spring break is a wonderful time of the year where students escape from the prison they call school and enjoy a week of freedom. But what exactly did MCHSers do for spring break?
What I'm doing this spring break is simply working and playing video games all spring break.
For spring break, it is an annual tradition for me and my 2 best friends to go to Jasper for a ski trip. It is such a fun time. We always end up meeting like a school or a class or in the hotel. It's a very fun time. Oftentimes it ends in someone breaking a finger or something, but overall it's very fun.
So far, it seems like MCHSers had an amazing time over spring break, but some weren't that lucky.
For spring break, I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled out.
Welcome back, MCHSers, from your amazing spring break. Now it's time to spend the rest of your days locked inside a classroom fighting to stay awake. Stephen Hoffman from MCTV News, signing off.
Let's take a look at what's going on at MCHS this week. The second last grad meeting will be held in the gym at lunch next Wednesday, April 13th. All grads must attend to get their gowns sized. If you have not already done so, please get your registration packages for next school year into the main office. The deadline is tomorrow. Wanting to get some fresh air in the Rocky Mountains this September? Join the 4th annual Fred Sharman Memorial Hiking Trip. Only 6 spots are left, so get your money and forms in as soon as possible. Head online to www.bautestein.net or see Mr. B for more details. Need to get your fix on MCTV News Fix? If so, head online to www.bautestein.net. Our digital archive is expanding and will soon include all episodes aired during our last 22 seasons. For this and all other school info, keep connected by listening to the daily announcements, logging on at the school's website at www.mchs.gsacred.ab.ca, following the school on Twitter at MCHS Wolves, or following MCTV on the news Twitter at MCHS MCTV News.
Up next, I take a very personal journey into my time management over spring break. What did I do versus what should have I done? Was it all a waste of time? You be the judge. That's our show for today. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to join us on our early broadcast next Tuesday. Pieces will include Legal Family Dance, global news at MCTV, and our Easter celebration. All this plus sports and your 7-day weather forecast on our next episode of MCTV News. So it seems like MCHS had a pretty exciting spring break this year.
Yep, a lot of people doing some crazy stuff and Shalom playing video games.
Yep, that pretty much happens all the time, I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, from all of us at MCTV News, I'm Daniel Foley.
And I'm Jasmine King. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day, MCHS.